Is Phoenix still affordable? This is a question I get asked every single day. People want to know, is the cost of living in Phoenix actually worth it? Are housing prices in Arizona going up or are they going down? Should you move to Phoenix right now? I'm Tommy. I've been selling real estate in Arizona for over 30 years, and I'm going to give you the real answer. No hype, the truth. Let's break it down. Here's what I'm seeing in August 2026. Median home prices in Phoenix are $450,000. Median rent is about $1,600 to $1,800 a month, and the median household income is about $72,000. So if you're making about $72,000 a year, you have two people working, or maybe just one income, you're looking at a house that costs about 6 times your annual income. And most financial advisors, I would assume, are going to tell you not to do more than 3.5 times. So yeah, we're stretched. We're stretched pretty far. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Phoenix housing market has gone up 60% since 2019. Your paycheck, that's only gone up about 4% here in Arizona. That gap is huge, and that's what we're dealing with. Now, how does that compare to the rest of the country? That's the real question. The national average rate growth over that same 2019 to 2026 also is about 4 to 5%. So here in Arizona, we're not too far off that average. But here's the problem. Other expensive markets like California and New York, their wages went up 8 to 12%. Still not enough to keep up with household cost, but better than us. Austin, Texas, the wages are up 7 to 8%. Housing costs are up 45%. Still not perfect, but not as bad as Phoenix. Phoenix, we're uniquely squeezed, wages barely moved, and the housing went crazy. And that's because of what happened here in the last 5 years. I'll break that down for you. Why did Phoenix become so expensive so fast? You have remote workers, you had a pandemic, there was a mass exodus from California where people sold their homes for like $1.2 million and bought a house here for $400,000, and they thought they hit absolute gold. Oracle moved to Phoenix, Tesla moved here, Amazon distributor centers, Meta, Intel fab plants. All these companies brought people with California and New York money, and the demand was insane. Supply just couldn't keep up. Prices went up and up and up. But here's the thing. The jobs that came here, not all of them pay like San Francisco jobs. Teachers in Phoenix make what they made in 2019, believe it or not, just about the same. A nurse, just a little bit more. A restaurant worker, they make $16 to $18 an hour. If rent is $1,800 a month, you see the problem? We got priced like a tech capital, but we're not. We're Phoenix. We're supposed to be affordable. So where does Phoenix rank in terms of affordability? 5 years ago, Phoenix was in the top 10 most affordable major metros in America. We were the place to move. We were having people move here from everywhere. But today, in August 2026, Phoenix ranks 45th in affordability nationally. 45th. Right in the middle. Not the worst. San Francisco, New York, Miami, LA, Boston, DC are way worse, but we're definitely not the bargain that we once were. So that tells you everything you need to know. We're average now, not exceptional. So let's be real about who can actually make this work. If you're a young family making about $60,000 a year, Phoenix is really hard to live right now. Like really hard. If you're making $100,000 a year, you can do it, but you're stretched. You're at the limit, basically. If you're making $150,000 a year or more, you're fine. More than fine. Phoenix works for you. That's the split happening right there. And that matters in Phoenix because we used to be accessible to people making $50,000, $75,000. And it's not like that anymore. Even though people want it to be that way still, it's changed dramatically. So here's the reality. Let me tell you why and what's actually happening right now in this market. This is really important. We're one of the slowest markets Phoenix has ever seen in years. 21, 22, 23. That was absolutely insane. We had multiple offers, we had bidding wars, we had people waiving inspections. buying homes sight unseen, that market is gone. It's been gone. Here's what's different about today. Days on market are up dramatically. Inventory is up. Prices are reducing rapidly, and sellers are very motivated. Interest rates, they're high to a lot of people, but they're still stabilized between 6 to 7%. And here's the thing, you have choices again. You're not competing against 15 other offers. You can negotiate. You can ask for repairs. You can ask for closing cost help. You have leverage, and that is huge in the Phoenix market. So yes, homes cost more. Yes, wages haven't kept up. Yes, Phoenix isn't a huge bargain, but if you're smart about it, you'll know where to look. And it's actually a really good time to buy here because you're buying with power, not desperation. Let me be honest with you who this works for. High-income professionals, 150,000 plus, yeah, Phoenix is great for you. Your money stretches pretty far. Remote workers making solid money, still a really good play. Sunshine, space, low taxes, retirees with cash, this is still the retirement move to make in America. Young families making 75 to 120,000, you can make it work if you're strategic. You're not buying in Scottsdale, you're not buying in Paradise Valley, you're buying in emerging neighborhoods and areas that are up and coming, where your money goes further, where you're building equity while the area appreciates. And that actually is smart investing. That's how we build wealth. But if you're a young person making $50,000 a year and you're hoping to buy your first house, it's going to be tough, really tough. Phoenix isn't a starter market anymore. You might need to rent for a while, build some income, build some credit, build some equity, or look at a place outside the valley. That's the honest answer. Now, if you're in a position to buy right now, where does your money actually go the furthest? Ahwatukee on the south side is still a really good, reasonable buy with good schools. It's very family oriented and close to downtown and the airport. Tempe and South Tempe, Arizona State's there. You know, there's going to be growth and activity there always. Prices are better than North Scottsdale. They are in Tempe. But remember, Tempe's landlocked, so they don't have a lot of growth. Mesa, people sleep on Mesa, lots of value. Chandler and Gilbert on the outer edges, you can still find 350, 375 homes in decent shape. And this goes the same for Goodyear, Avondale out in the West Valley, Surprise. Those areas are all further from downtown, but the land is cheaper and the homes are bigger, and you're in a growth corridor. Central Phoenix, Arcadia, Camelback pockets that are still reasonable if you know where to look. These are still going to be for somebody at a little bit higher price point. Anyway, the point of all of this is the Valley does have options, and you just have to know where to look, and that's literally what I do. Here's why timing matters right now. The market has had a reset. Prices aren't crashing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're stabilizing. They have cooled off. They are adjusting to reality, which means you have time. You can look at 10 homes instead of just 3. You can wait for the right house. You can negotiate. You're not panicking. That's the difference between now and 2021, when people were buying within 48 hours and often not even seeing the home. That stress is gone. And that matters. So here's the honest answer. Is Phoenix still worth it? Is it as much of a no-brainer as it was 5 years ago? No, that advantage has gone. We're the 4th largest, 5th largest city, depending on who you ask when, in the United States. But we're still a very good place to live and build a life. Absolutely yes, 100 times yes, yes, yes. It is cheaper than California, New York, Miami, and most major metros. Yes. We do have incredible weather for most of the year. Yes, we have over 300 days of sunshine, and that matters. Are there good jobs here? Yes. The job market is solid. There are amazing restaurants and communities and things to do. We have the most delicious food. So yes, absolutely to all of those. Are there challenges? Yes, the heat in the summer is intense. We're in a bit of a water crisis, and that's real. And the traffic is getting worse. But those were real 5 years ago too. We just didn't talk about them, but now we're going to start talking about them. So that's the reality. Here's what I know after 30 years in this valley. Phoenix is not one market, it's dozens of markets, it's neighborhoods, it's opportunities. Some of the neighborhoods are overpriced right now, but some are finding their footing and some are going to appreciate like crazy over the next 5 years. My job is to know the difference, to know where your money goes the furthest, to know which school districts actually are good versus the ones that have good reputations, to know which neighborhoods are going to be great in 5 years versus like the ones that have plateaued in 2022 or just aren't as popular as they used to be. I know the Valley like most people know their neighborhoods. That's what I do. This is my backyard. And if you know someone thinking about moving to Arizona or you're thinking about moving away from Arizona, I can help you find a realtor that can help you where you're coming from or where you're going to. So that's how we get this message to everyone who needs it. I'm Tommy. I'm here to help you love where you live. Let's connect.